with 7 precious Arabica seeds hidden close. He walks the slopes of the Chandragiri hills of Chikmagaluru, Karnataka, and plants them into the earth. And a journey begins.
Honor, respected dignitaries, delegates, eminent scientists, academicians, industry leaders, entrepreneurs, representatives from government organizations, farmer producer organizations, research scholars, students, and members of the media. A very warm welcome to all of you. On behalf of Indian Institute of Plantation Management, Bengaluru, it gives me immense pleasure to welcome you to the valedictory session of the International Conference on Agri-Tech and Plantation 5.0, Innovations, Sustainability, and Value Chain-Driven Business Strategies. Over the past 2 days, this conference has served as a vibrant platform for exchanging ideas, sharing research, fostering collaborations, and exploring innovative solutions to address the evolving changes and opportunities in the agribusiness and plantation sector. With the more than 100 research papers, engaging panel discussions, insightful keynote addresses, and thought provoking technical sessions, the conference has truly reflected the spirit of innovation, sustainability, and collaboration. So, as we gather to conclude this remarkable event, we look forward to celebrating its achievements and recognizing the outstanding contributions made by our participants. So, may I now request everyone to kindly settle down, and may I now invite Shri C. Murugan, IAS Deputy Chairperson, T-Board India, to kindly grace the dais. I now invite Shri Kurma Rao, M. IAS, Chief Executive Officer and Secretary, Coffee Board of India, to kindly grace the dais. I also invite Professor Jayashekhar Shetty M., Vice Chancellor, Bangalore University, to kindly join the dignitaries on the dais. It's my honor to invite Professor V.G. Danakumar, former Director, Indian Institute of Plantation Management, Bengaluru, to kindly grace the dais. I now invite Dr. S. Senthil Vinayagam, Director, IIPMB, and Professor John Manoraj, IIPMB Professor, to kindly grace the dais. To formally welcome the gathering, it is my pleasure to invite Professor S. John Manoraj, Indian Institute of Plantation Management, Bengaluru, to deliver the welcome address. So please.
Thank you, Dr. Lavanya. Distinguished dignitaries on the dais, esteemed delegates, invited speakers, guest presenters, dear faculty colleagues, student, member, and members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, Good afternoon to all of you. It gives me an immense pleasure and a profound sense of privilege to extend a warm welcome to each one of you to the valedictory function of the International Conference Agri-Tech and Plantation 5.0. This conference has undoubtedly become another significant milestone in the remarkable journey of IIPM. Over the past 2 days, we have witnessed an intellectually stimulating and engaging program that brought together eminent policymakers, industry leaders, researchers, academicians, entrepreneurs, and practitioners on a common platform to deliberate on the future of agribusiness. The conference theme, Innovations, Sustainability, and Value Chain Driven Business Strategies Shaping the Future Agribusiness, was both timely and relevant. It was thoughtfully conceptualized and meticulously executed under the dynamic leadership of our beloved director, Dr. Sendil Vinayagam sir, whose vision and commitment have made this event a grand success. I think he deserves really a given good, big round of applause. Thank you. The discussions and deliberations throughout the conference have reaffirmed that rapid technological advancement, climate change, sustainability imperatives, and evolving consumer expectations are transforming the way agriculture products are produced, processed, marketed, and consumed. The future of agribusiness, therefore, lies not merely in enhancing productivity, but in building systems that are resilient, sustainable, innovative, and value driven. A conference of this magnitude achieves a true purpose when it serves as a platform for meaningful dialogue, fostering collaborations, encouraging innovation, promoting entrepreneurship, strengthening research partnership, and generating practical solution that benefits inclusive of the small holding farmers in India. As we conclude this conference, we look ahead to reflect on the insights gained, discuss the road ahead, and identify the way forward. So we are all have gathered here to give a true conclusion, and we are fortunate to have the eminent, the leaders of the industry and the policymakers with us in this evening. Therefore, it's my privilege to extend a special welcome to our distinguished dignitaries on the dais. I extend a warm welcome to Sri Murugan IAS sir, the Deputy Chairman of the Tea Board of India, and an officer of the 2007 batch of Indian Administrative Service. Welcome, sir, to this great campus. Sir, we are deeply grateful for your gracious presence and for accepting our invitation to be part of this important occasion. I also have a pleasure of welcoming Sri Kurmarao IAS sir, Chief Executive Officer and Secretary of Coffee Board of India, an officer of the 2011 batch of Indian Administrative Service. Sir, we are honored by your presence and warmly welcome you to this august gathering. Next, I have the privilege of welcoming Professor Jayakara Shetty, the Vice Chancellor of Bengaluru University. Sir, do not require much introduction. He is like one of our family members of IIPM. He is always there with us for any kind of an academic and research activities. Welcome you, sir. Then I extend my heartfelt welcome to Professor Dr. V.G. Dhanakumar, sir. Yeah, a visionary leader who needs little introduction. For the benefit of those who are visiting IIPM for the first time, Professor Dhanakumar, our former director, is widely acknowledged as a remarkable institution builder. The IIPM that we see today stands as a testimony to his foresight, dedication, and relentless hard work. Indeed, every corner of this campus reflects its enduring legacy. Sir, we are delighted to welcome you back to the Institute. I extend my heartfelt welcome to our beloved director, Dr. Sendil Vinayagam sir. And I think, as I mentioned, he is the person who is behind the success of all the endeavors that we are doing here. And I welcome you, sir, for this valedictory function. I also welcome the convener Dr. Shreya Paul, the co-convener Dr. Parvati, all the faculty members who served as chair, co-chair, moderator, even rapporteurs, and also the various committee served as various committee members who have been working round the clock with a lot of dedication. I welcome all of you. And your enthusiastic participation, insightful contribution, and unwavering support have been true strength behind all the success of this conference. Once again, I extend my welcome to all faculty, staff, students, delegates, and all those who have assembled here to this momentous occasion. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Professor John Manoraj, for that warm welcome. The success of a conference is reflected not only in its participation, but also in the knowledge generated and shared throughout its deliberations. To present a brief overview of the conference proceedings and key highlights of the past 2 days, I invite Dr. Shreya Pal, convener, to present the conference proceedings.
Thank you, Dr. Lavanya. Respected chief guest, guest of honor, keynote speaker, distinguished scientist from ICAR CPCRI, ICAR IIHR, and ICAR IISR, esteemed session chairs and co-chairs, eminent academicians, researchers, industry leaders, policymakers, scholars, and students. A very good afternoon to all of you. As we come to the conclusion of this international conference of Agri-Tech and Plantation 5.0, it is my privilege to present the conference proceedings of the international conference. Over the past 2 days, the conference was evolved into a vibrant international platform for knowledge sharing, interdisciplinary collaboration, and meaningful discussions of the future of agribusiness and plantation management. Every conference has a story, and so does ours. Soon after I joined IIPM Bengaluru, our former director in charge, Dr. John Manoraj, entrusted me with the responsibility of coordinating the institute journal named International Journal of Agribusiness and Plantation Management. While working with that particular journal, I felt the need to create a stronger research ecosystem that would enhance academic engagement, foster collaboration, and encourage quality research. With that vision, I proposed the idea of organizing an international conference. The next challenge was identifying a theme that would relevant and future oriented. So during my review of all the research papers and international spatial issues, one of the publications particularly inspired me. That publication was 2024 IEEE Access Perspective paper titled Human-Centered AI in Smart Farming Towards Agriculture 5.0. That paper emphasized that the future of agriculture should not only be technology-driven but also human-centered, where innovation empowers farmers, strengthens sustainability, and supports better decision making. Inspired by this vision, I enriched by insights from several leading international journals and spatial issues. We developed the broader concept of Agri-Tech and Plantation 5.0, integrating technology, sustainability, value chain, markets, business strategies, and plantation system. So this vision ultimately shaped the theme and four technical tracks of this conference. After finalizing the conference theme and the 4 conference tracks, our next objective was to ensure that participants would have meaningful publication opportunities beyond the conference itself. So we therefore approached several reputed journals and international institutional partners for collaboration. I am delighted to share that this conference established publication collaboration with the British Food Journal, which is coming under ABTC B and Scopus, and AMDISA, which is coming under ABTC C and Scopus, journals of our 3 collaborating ICR institutes, and the International Journal of Agribusiness and Plantation Management, which is our own institute journal. Selected papers will be considered for publication based on their quality and the respective journal policies. I am also pleased to mention that all accepted papers has been published in the conference book of abstract with ISBN number. The response of this conference exceeding our expectation, and we received almost 200 registrations from the researchers, academicians, scientists, industry professionals, researchers, and research scholars from India and abroad. After a rigorous review process, around 100 abstracts we have selected for presentation. For each submission was evaluated based on originality and contribution to knowledge, methodological rigor, quality of result and discussions, practical and policy impact, and presentation including responses during the Q&A session. To recognize research excellence, 2 best paper awards were selected from each technical session based on the recommendation of the session chairs and co-chairs. To accommodate the selected papers, we organized 6 technical sessions across 2 days. On day 1, session 1 focused on track 1, that is sustainability in agribusiness and plantation. Session 2 on track 2, that is innovation in agribusiness value chain. And session 3 was an integrated session combining interdisciplinary papers from multiple tracks. Track name is Future Ready Agribusiness and Plantation System. On day 2, we had first session, that is session 4 against session 4 was about the third track, that is agri-food system, and the last track was session 6, that is on track 4, that is emerging agribusiness models and market transformation. Given the excellent response on track 1, we added an extended session, and to accommodate interdisciplinary research, we introduced one more special integrated sessions in our schedule. Across these sessions, we witnessed excellent presentation on artificial intelligence, IoT, blockchains, climate smart agriculture, plantation management, food safety, consumer behavior, entrepreneurship, financial inclusion, sustainable business model, and value chain innovation. The quality of discussions clearly demonstrated that the future of agriculture depends on professionals, policymakers, industry, and farmers. At this moment, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to our director, Dr. A. Senthil Vinayakam, for his visionary leadership and support. As you know, every big achievement begins with a small idea. With his guidance and continuous encouragement, that small idea has grown into the successful international conference, which we celebrated in these 2 days. His emphasis on research and development has significantly strengthened IIPM Bengaluru's academic visibility and impact. I also extend my heartfelt appreciation to our co-patron, Dr. John Manoraj, whose encouragement and guidance and the foundation for this conference. My heartfelt thanks to my co-convener, Dr. Parvati Jayaprakash, for her tireless coordination throughout the organization of this conference. And I also extend my heartfelt appreciation to our collaborating institutions, ICAR CPCRI, ICAR IIHR, and ICAR IISR, and to all keynote speakers, session chairs, and co-chairs. A conference of this scale is never the effort of 1 or 2 individuals. It is the result of collective dedication and teamwork. So I extend my heartfelt gratitude to all the faculty members of IIPM Bengaluru for their immense support, commitment, and hard work in making this conference a grand success. I also sincerely thank to all our staff members, technical support staff, and all the support members for those who have worked tirelessly behind the scene. Finally, I thank all the author, delegates, researchers, industry representatives, and students who participate in this conference. Your contribution have made Agri-Tech Plantation 5.0 a truly meaningful academic event. And I hope the collaboration initiated here will continue through future research, publication, innovation, and policy initiatives. With these words, I have the honor of presenting the conference proceedings of the international conference. We'll now proceed with the presentation for each conference tracks. I would like to invite Dr. Nabi Rasul to speak on track 1, that is sustainability in agribusiness and plantation, covering both the days, day 1 and day 2 technical session.
So, a very good evening to our distinguished guests and the dais, and my dear colleagues, and participated the research scholars, faculty members, students, and everyone. So, thank you very much. So, I will give you a brief introduction about the track 1. So, what are the papers they are presented, and what is the themes, and what they are narrated. So day 1, the track 1. So I thanks first the chair, Dr. Siju T, Rubber Board, Production Commissioner, Rubber Board, and co-chairs, Dr. A.R. Kurubar, Director of Extension and Professor, University of Raichur, and Dr. Kupusamy, Divisional Research Social Soil Science, ICAR, CPCRI, Kasargod. And I also thanks for the rapporteur, Lavanya, and the moderator, Dr. Shilpa K, IIPM. So the theme of the track is sustainability in agribusiness and plantation. So a major focus in the session was given the sustainable crop production and the climate resilience. So the several studies that demonstrated how the precision nutrient management, the climate resilient agriculture technologies, and the machine learning can signify the improving of the productivity. The session also highlights the technological innovation so that improve the efficiency and the sustainability in plantation agriculture. The researchers, they presented the coconut climbing devices, how it should be impacted on the economic efficiency of the cocoa plantations. And the session also presented the technology commercialization, entrepreneurship, and value addition in the plantation crops. So the researchers, they are highlighted that the successful models, that what the ICAR was developed in the different dimensions and how it was commercialized. And the session, the last, it was expressed the ecosystem sustainability and the institutional interventions. This is the first day, track 1. When it comes for the day 2, track 2, I express the chair, Dr. R. Kumar, Director, the Defense Food Research Laboratory, Mysore, and co-chairs, Dr. Muhammad Adil, Managing Director, Bengaluru Bio Innovation Center, and Dr. Philip H., former Director of Extension, Tamil Nadu Agriculture University. So I give the thanks extended for Dr. Shanboga, the rapporteur, and S. Jaisankar, CPCRI. So the remarks I will give that, the co-chair and the chair, Dr. Kumar highlighted the pioneering work of the Defense Food Research Laboratory in food research and the technology development. He elaborated how the DFRL collaborations with the ISRO and DRO and various food industries, they are emphasizing the role of innovative food technologies in ensuring the food security, the sustainability, and the national development. And he also stressed the scientific innovations in the food processing, the preservations, and the value addition are essential for the building resilient and the sustainable food systems. Dr. Muhammad Adil expressed, emphasizing that the contemporary challenges in agriculture and allied sector create opportunities for innovations. He highlighted that the research outcomes should move beyond the publications towards the commercialization and the entrepreneurship. And it should be enabling technologies to reach end users through contributing to the economic growth and the nation's GDP. That Dr. Philip H., he addressed that the agricultural sustainability can only be achieved so when all the pillars of the production system work together in integrated manner. So the papers in the day 2, track 1 presented, and they express the innovation should address the real world agriculture and the food system challenges while creating the opportunities for the sustainable development. The strong collaborations among the research institutions, the industry, government, organizations, and the farmers are essential for translating the research into the impactful solutions. The commercialization of the research outputs is critical for improving livelihoods and contributing to economic growth. The another researcher he presented the inclusive stakeholder participation across the agriculture value chain to strengthen the technology adoption and the long-term sustainability of the agriculture. The another scholar, he extended the emerging technologies in the food processing, climate resilient agriculture, precision nutrient management, entrepreneurship, and the post-war waste management, significant potential for transforming for the agriculture sector. With these 2 tracks, we can conclude that the session is given the insightful discussions and constructive feedback the chair and co-chair provided for the scholars whoever they are presented. And they encourage the scholars to focus on the impactful and interdisciplinary and application-oriented research. So the technical session successfully showcased the innovation, research, addressing the sustainability, the food system, entrepreneurship, and the climate resilience, while fostering the meaningful interacting among the researchers, academicians, and the practitioners. So thank you very much for once again all the dignitaries on the dais and off the dais. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Nabi Rasool. Now I invite Dr. Dinesh to speak on the track 2 innovation in agribusiness value chain.
So good afternoon, everyone, respected dignitary on the dais, and ladies and gentlemen. So the track 2 was about innovation in agribusiness value chain. The session was chaired by Dr. Ravi Shankar, Chief Data and AI Officer, Academic America, Bengaluru. The session was co-chaired by Shri Unni Krishnan Vijayan, General Manager Procurement, ITC Limited, Food Business Division. And the second co-chair was Dr. V. Srinivasan, Head Division of Crop Production and Post-Harvest Technology, ICAR, Indian Institute of Spice Research, Kozhikode, Kerala. The session has 2 repetitors. So, Shri R. Rajamanikam, National Turmeric Board, and Dr. Pritam Ganguly, ICAR, IISR, the Indian Institute of Spice Research. The technical session on the innovation in agribusiness value chain brought together researchers, academician, industry professional, and students to deliberate on emerging technologies and institutional innovation shaping modern agribusiness value chain. The chair, Dr. Ravi Shankar, emphasized the transformative role of artificial intelligence, digital technologies, and data-driven decision-making in creating resilient, transparent, and efficient agribusiness ecosystems. The co-chairs highlighted the importance of industry efficient research. They talked about industry research collaboration, farmer-centric innovation, and sustainable value chain development. A total of 15 papers were scheduled for this track. About 13 people presented their paper on majorly 4 themes. The first, digital agriculture and smart farming technologies. Theme 2, value chain development, entrepreneurship, and market innovation. Third theme, inclusive and sustainable agribusiness system. And on the 4th theme, agribusiness policy, processing, and business resilience. So the major observation that one can draw out of this is that first one, digital technologies such as AI, IoT, blockchain, satellite analytics, and digital twins are increasingly becoming important, and they are becoming the integral component of agribusiness value chain, and they have to be incorporated in our various discussions, in our work. The second important aspect is farmer-producer organizations and the grassroots institution. They continue to emerge as an important institutional mechanism for enhancing value addition, market access, and smallholder empowerment. The third important observation from these sessions The track is technology adoption must be complemented by capacity building, extension support, digital literacy, and accessible financing to ensure inclusive growth. Another important observation from the track is sustainable resource management, particularly in irrigation, soil health, and climate smart agriculture is quite important, and they should be the key drivers of long-term agricultural competitiveness. Another very important observation is entrepreneurship, agribusiness incubation, and digital marketing. They are very important and they should be the critical enablers for strengthening the value chain, particularly in the spice and millet sector, as well as overall, agribusiness. The session concluded with an engaging discussion where participants appreciated the interdisciplinary nature of the presentation and underscored the growing importance of digital innovation in building resilient, inclusive, and sustainable agribusiness value chain. I thank all the people who have been involved with this track, and I also thank our director and the people who have been involved in making this conference. So thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Dineshan. I now invite Dr. Parvati to speak on the integrated tracks, future ready agribusiness and plantation system.
Thank you, Shreya. Good afternoon, everybody. On the integrated track, I would like to thank the chair of the track, Dr. M. Senthil Kumar, who was the director of CCRI, Central Coffee Research Institute. Co-chair, Pushparaj sir from Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru College of Agriculture and Research. Arun Mori ma'am, who's a principal scientist from Agri-Extension at NDRI. And rapporteurs were Shamina Begum ma'am from IISR and Subhash sir from NDRI again. So to make it short, and I'll just highlight the points of the integrated track. The integrated track featured a diverse range of research presentations, focusing primarily on the future-ready agribusiness and plantation systems. The session highlighted emerging themes such as consumer behavior, digital agriculture, AI-enabled advisory systems, climate farming, value chain innovation, sustainable mechanization, food safety, ethical sourcing, crop insurance, etc. So there were many papers that emphasized the role of digital technologies, which included AI, IoT, blockchain, mobile applications, data-driven decision support systems, etc. Primarily they focused on improving the farmer productivity, market efficiency, and sustainability. Some research also explored the consumer preferences for millets, plant-based foods, fresh-cut vegetables, ethical sourcing, digital retail channels, reflecting the changing market dynamics. So the presentations on plantation crops address critical issues such as pest management, GI tagging, branding, crop insurance, coconut value chains, and climate resilience. While there were certain innovative technologies such as sandponics, AI power food label analysis, sustainable farm machinery, which was demonstrated that ensured growth integration of technology and agriculture together. So primarily the integrated track underscored the importance of innovation, sustainability, policy support, collaborative research in building resilient agribusiness and plantation ecosystems. And the discussions provided valuable insights for all of us, researchers, policymakers, industry practitioners, and other stakeholders who are actually looking to transform both agriculture and plantation systems. Thank you so much, Shreya. It's over to you.
Thank you, Dr. Parvati. Now I'd like to invite Dr. Menekar to speak on track 3, evolving agri-food markets.
Sure, sir. Thank you, Dr. Shreya. The theme of track 3 was evolving agri-food markets. It was chaired by Dr. Giridhar Parvatam, who is a director from CSIR, CFTRI, and the co-chairs was Ms. Kirti Pathur, head of marketing, Stonefield Flavors, along with Dr. R. Senthil Kumar, principal scientist, ICER, IIHR. The session was moderated by Dr. Sudha, and I was rapporteur along with Dr. M.R. Manikantan, CPCRI. The track 3 basically showcased a wide range of research highlighting the transformation of agri-food markets through innovation, sustainability, value addition, food safety, and changing consumer preferences. The presentation covered themes including food waste reduction, functional foods, sustainable food processing, value chain development, food safety, and nutrition-sensitive agri-food systems. Several papers emphasize the growing demand for healthy, functional, and sustainable food products, with studies on functional dairy products, probiotic beverages, vacuum-dried snacks, and value-added products from nutmeg. Discussions also focused on strengthening agri-food value chains through technological innovations, improved processing methods, and institutional support. The session also highlighted the importance of food safety, quality assurance, and sustainable production practices through research on pesticide residue analysis, food safety risk assessment, and emerging technologies in food processing. Consumer behavior studies explored food waste reduction, sustainable eating, and the influence of digital transform platforms and social media on purchasing decisions. Overall, the presentations underscored the need for innovation, consumer awareness, technological advancement, and sustainable market strategies to build resilient, nutrition sensitive, and future ready agri food systems that benefit producers, consumers, and the environment. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Dr. Meneka. Finally, I would like to invite Dr. Naveen to speak on track 4, emerging agribusiness models and market transformation.
Good evening, everyone. This track 4 titled Emerging Agribusiness Models and Market Transformation, chaired by Dr. P.C. Dash, General Manager, NABARD RO Karnataka, and co-chaired by Dr. Sadananda G.K., Deputy Director, Center for Excellence for Farmer Produce, University of Horticultural Sciences Campus, GKVK, Bangalore, and Shri S. Rajendra Nath Reddy, Head of Common Incubation Center, IIT Tirupati, and Renuka Bioforms LLP Tirupati, and moderated by Dr. Naveen, and rapporteur are Dr. Sajesh, Senior Scientist from IASR. So this track 4 focused on evolving landscape of agribusiness, highlighting innovative business models, digital transformation, climate resilience, and sustainable market development. The presentations emphasized how technological advancements, entrepreneurship, value chain innovations, and changing consumer preferences are reshaping agribusiness and plantation sectors. Overall, I'll just conclude in few lines. Overall, the session concluded that integrating digital technologies, climate smart practices, innovative business models, and sustainable market strategies is essential for building resilient, inclusive, and globally competitive agribusiness systems. The deliberations provided valuable insights for researchers, policymakers, entrepreneurs, and industry stakeholders working towards the transformation of agriculture and plantation value chain. I thank all the people involved in this particular thing.
Thank you, Dr. Naveen. Now over to you, Dr. Lavanya.
Thank you, Dr. Shreya Pal, for that comprehensive summary of the conference proceedings. Professor V.G. Dhanakumar, former director, IIPMB, a distinguished academician, management educator, and a thought leader. Professor Dhanakumar has made significant contributions to management education, research, and institutional development. His expertise in strategic management, organizational leadership, and sustainable business practices has inspired students, researchers, and industry professionals alike. We are privileged to have him today with us, and ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Professor V.G. Dhanakumar with a warm round of applause for his guest of honor address.
So good evening to everyone. Here I have two jobs. One is I have to welcome. Under welcome, my name is there. So I'll also do real, true guest of honors, 3 people, Vice Chancellor, Deputy Chairman, Tea Board, and Secretary from Coffee Board. Just I want, Dr. Sendil, I want to add something before my presentation. The Vice Chancellor is the donor of the land for this institute. You know? Where is the base? And this is the time to requesting him, extend that land of 5. Am I correct? This is a technology 5. Today we are requesting beyond 5 we want to go. Now when you come slow, something else. When you move on to next person, T-Board Deputy Chairman, you know, it's like a Lakshmi. when I worked in director and professor, you just gave a lot of money to the institute. You know, that there is a new process. I can talk to from Abuja onwards. There's establishment of that. I bet it's the richest board in the country. It's a tea board. So now my humble request is, please continue. No, it will come. And when you come to tea board or coffee board chairman, is a monitor. You are like a guru. You know, always we'll discuss. You know, anything ministry or minister want, they come through coffee board. So literally, you are one of the leader in the institute. So 3 people are very, very important. I warmly welcome for this one. Please take care of this institute. Thank you very much. Now, today my presentation, I have 10 minutes or 5 minutes? No. No, I want to tell clearly. I saw your webcast or something. We need to understand clearly. Today, for the past 2 days, we are talking about technology 5.0. When you say O, it's open. Am I correct? When you say traditional technology, the main purpose is replace the human and then show automation, everything. When you move on to this, when you move on to technology 5.0, what is the key point here is, can innovation facilitate stakeholder, human being, welfare, everybody along with the technology? One clear message is, now, beginning from today, according to IIPM, it cannot allow human being participation in technology diminution and adoption. Am I correct? Everything. So what is it? It's a complement and empower with the replacement, not replacement. Now I'll take a little faster. My presentation today, you talked about AII, JNI, sustainability, digital agriculture, food safety, value chain. It's excellent. Director and faculty, they brought together, made one theme called Tech 05. It's very good. Now, one of the signature thought I would like to give it to you. Again, same thing. Either coffee, tea, rubber, spice, agriculture. When you take a technology, what we are expecting is, it should try to integrate people, culture, organization, intelligence, market, especially in plantation. We need to include culture of the people. So plucking leaf is a culture. Coffee quality is a culture. It's not technology. You bring any technology, but my culture quality, this is what I believe, me, my worker, this is what I do. So that is what Tech 5 says, we need to work on that one, not technology alone. Associate with these part, people, culture, organization, intelligence, and market. How to implement this one is one of the framework called PIC, P-I-C, people, intelligent, and competitiveness. Now, AI predict, when you see Gen AI create, user intelligence, that's what I'm sharing with you. UI, user intelligent, understand. That tool, it will understand entire estate, entire organization as a stakeholder point of view and pass on to OI. That's called operational intelligence that execute. So what I have to do, all AI passed everything now, the UI, OI, you and I and OI is joined waiting for you to extend that innovation to across the sector. This is one of the point I want to share. Now, how to do this one? For example, we have a lot of need assessment, felt need. If you go to worker, what is the need? One of the stakeholders, they immediately say, I want water facilities, I want toiletry, I want housing, this is what. Go to management. I want to increase my productivity, cost reduce, and standard. But when I come to this, what we are talking about UA base, it will not ask only one stakeholder. It's not entire stakeholder. From consumer to unto worker, they link together, bring entire information under UI. And it will simulate, pass on to OI. Finally, you take a decision. Either you can combine with AI or you can do on its own. Sir, I don't do AI right now, you can do on your own. So what I'm, in case of, I hope I'm communicating to you. This is very technical, but I'll also share with you LinkedIn. Just understand the UI, OI. Again, I'm telling UI is user intelligence system which take off entire stakeholder, bring the information for operation point of view. Now, this framework, when you see that how I implement this in the state, even commodity board also, we can utilize all those dimensions. That pick is a people, intelligent, competitiveness. It starts with stakeholder welfare. When I say stakeholder welfare, it doesn't mean statutory welfare. It is the entire ecosystem of the business or sector work together. And collect the information, pass on to user intelligence, UI, then include food safety and culture dimension, what are the input you have taken from the stakeholder, and operational intelligence, and management decision later we can take, pass on to competitive of export competitiveness. Now, question is how to implement this one. I don't do AAI, I'm in plantation, I cannot influence that. Here, if you see that, you can use Excel, Google Sheet, Microsoft Access, SharePoint, existing ERP or CRM. This is also available to add all those dimensions. So what I am telling here, UI generate organizational understanding or estate understanding or UI enterprise understanding. OI organizes understanding into decision option and finally come to management for final decision. I have also gone through global perspective. India, nobody's implemented UI, AI. I searched everywhere, big company. Somehow I'm not able to get that database. Then started going globally, who is doing. Finally, we found Crop-in Agri-Tech, Bayer Corporation, and Simdar Bay Plantation. Our student, 2021, 15 students, 2 faculty. I think that Dr. Sarbani, Dr. Archana, they went to that estate. So that estate is implementing this, all that report also we have given. So what are the countries? Since lack of time, I'm just pausing. Japan, Germany, Singapore, Netherlands, New Zealand. These people, different areas they are using. I'm not sharing with you one by one because it takes more time, you know. Now, what is the India opportunity under this framework? What India is expected or what agri or commodity related estates, what expected? So integrate AI, food safety culture, workers' welfare, market intelligence, via operational intelligence, and build resilient export-oriented value chain. This is what we are expecting using this tool. Because today and yesterday you talked about AI, I think, what do you call Tech 05 for that. I mean, in summarizing, while implement Tech 5.0, we need to change our mindset on workforce set or farmer set, planter set, something. From compliance, we always talk about compliance. Mine is written, mine aflatoxin, this and that. From compliance to culture. Got the point? I don't know how many you agree. Hygiene, quality is a culture. It's not a subject or something like that. You know, and then that's why Japan, their culture is like that. Don't tell. That's their leader in quality. You got the point. So that area we are not concentrating. I also visited big company about tea, coffee, something. When we see workforce culture toward quality, it's not matching. It's mismatching. They ask me, sir, my toilet is not clean by the corporate sector. Why should I be clean? That's the question is coming back. So this is very important. Compliance move on to culture. Data to intelligence. Workers also intelligent, supervisors also intelligent. Collect their indigenous knowledge. Collect all those things. Productivity, move on to competitiveness. And the last one, technology adoption, see, human-centered innovation. Today, Tech 5.0 is a human-centered. I don't know how many have given clear message, but I am doing that. When you talk about technology, you ask question, where is the human? That is the point I want to make it clear. And then another 2 point. 2 examples I'm going to give. One in because both the chairman from coffee board, tea boards are there. There's a good example also I took it. And then I'll conclude. For example, how this UI and UI we can use in pest management. Here, AI finds the problem and UI help the manager to understand and decide. OI get the work done. This is what a framework. Now I'm going to the field now. What the drone images Already some estates are using drone images, field sensor detect early sign of tea mosquito bug in tea or white stem borer in coffee before visible damage occur. This is the signal AI will come. So then they talk all those things. Now what I'm telling, what about UI, why don't introduce? So this is why I'm telling you, it is take your intelligence. Sometimes workers know better than manager or supervisor, but we won't ask. For that purpose only, here you are coming. Here, UA explain instead of complicated report. Generally, we talk about report. The manager receives simple message that says block 3 has early pest attack. Immediate inspection recommended. This goes to UA, that point. And OI, after approval of the estate, whatever may be, field staff are assigned. Biopesticide are issued. Spraying schedule is updated and inventory costs are automatically recorded. But final message here, because the pest is AA detects early, UA explain clearly, OA act immediately. This is what they have done. One more example that, and if you work on that one, you are in your mobile, in your computer, this is what will come. Very clear picture, easy to understand, all those things. Let's go to labor management. How we can use UI in labor management. AI predicts weather forecast and crop maturity indicate that heavy rain will arrive within 3 days. Then harvest in block 3 must be immediately. They may be thought 1 week ago, but they say immediately. UA explained the manager receives one clear message, deploy 40 additional workers tomorrow to avoid harvest loss. OA decide immediately, workers receives SMS instead. But 40 workers receive SMS, because I'm talking about big estate, 10,000 hectare and something like that. And small in FPU also you can introduce. Transport is arranged because they are not decided, immediately arranged. Attendance is updated and payroll adjustment are calculated, harvest schedule or revised. The message here is AI predict, UI guide, and OA deliver. So this is a simple message I wanted to share. So because lack of time, other material I can share with you. Thank you very much, and thanks to director and our chief guest, our guest of honor, Vice Chancellor and Deputy Chairman, Secretary. Please take care of IIPM, they will be there. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Dhanukumar, for that insightful address. Your call to connect people, culture, organization, and market was indeed important and timely. Professor Jaishekhar Shetty, Vice Chancellor, Bangalore University, an eminent academic leader and distinguished educationist. Professor Shetty has made significant contributions to higher education, research, and institutional development. As the Vice Chancellor of Bangalore University, he is committed to promoting academic excellence, innovation, interdisciplinary research, and industry-academia collaboration. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Professor Jaikara Shetty to address the gathering.
Very good evening to all of you. The International Conference on Agri-Tech and Plantation 5.0, Innovation, Sustainability, Value Chain Driven Business Strategies Shaping the Future of Agriculture. And I thank Director for inviting me for this valedictory session, all the respected dignitaries on the dais, Professor S. John Manoraj, IIPMP, and Professor V.G. Dhanakumar, former Director, IIPMP, and Sri Kurmarao M., IAS CEO and Secretary, Coffee Board of India, Sri C. Murugan, IAS Deputy Chairperson, Tea Board of India, and Dr. S. Senthil Vinayagam, Director, IIPMB, all the eminent scientists and many of the senior scientists from the national important institutes and all the delegates, research scholars, and my dear students. As VG Dhanakumar sir, he has expressed, we are short of land for establishing some more facility for this institute. And he has rightly pointed out, because it's such an important institute, and we have given small land, and even road widening is most of the peripheral area also they have taken away, and they have given the representation. We are going to place it in the future syndicate, and we'll try to provide some more land, sir. And especially whenever I read in a paper maybe a few months back, and Indian agriculture contributed during 1950s and 52s, it's more than 50% of our GDP. And what is happening now, it is around 15 or 60%, 16% to our GDP. And we always remember M.S. Swaminathan is a great scientist, has contributed to this land. After coming here, after the presentation, one gentleman, he gave a nice presentation, what is the happening in the honey. And we are producing less, exporting more. See the quality, and we have to really think about that. And we want many M.S. Swaminathan, the person like him should contribute to this country. Then only always our Prime Minister used to say, by 2047, India should be a developed country. And in this juncture, every person, every individual of this country should contribute for the development of the growth of this country. And we always, because since I'm belonging to an agriculture family, and till my PUC, I used to do agriculture work, then I used to go to college. I know the problems especially the farmers are facing. I used to visit my agriculture field in my native place also. Whenever I used to go there, my brother used to tell, don't go to that corner, there is a honeybee. And last time I went there, he never said anything. I asked him, no, we used to put some pesticides every there. No, we also destroyed them. It is no more honeybees now. That is the word he has used. Is because you're all scientists. Because what is happening in this country, the everyday people are dying with cancer. The number of cancer cases are increasing. And even our agriculture products also, like recently I have read in the newspaper, our pomegranates has been banned most of the countries. Our mangoes has been banned because of chemical contents are more. The same way, whatever we are consuming here, we are the end user. Every day we are eating all the poisons because of all those things, and our people are suffering. And because all eminent scientists are here, and they're all belonging to the important, national important institutes, we all have to think about that. And it is the major cause for all the health hazards are happening in our country. And now the coffee board chief is there, and tea board chief is there, and because both are belonging to the central government, they have a funding. And so whatever said and done in India, what is happening, since we are sharing the same compound, Bengaluru University, and more than 85-90% of the students are studying in state universities. And the research funding, what we spend in India, when you're comparing with GDP, it is around 0.7%. When you're comparing with other developed countries, Israel, they spend around more than 5% of their GDP, and Japan more than that. US around 3.5. Even China also spending 2.5 or 2.6%. And relatively, what we are getting for our research purpose is very less. And because the Vikasit Bharat, and we have to create a knowledge. And when you see all the developed countries, because of their research, they have become developed. And the same way, we should expect more funding from our coffee board and tea board also, to give more research funding to this institution. Then only they can do, they can contribute to this country. And why the ecosystem, we are facing problem because of during 1996 onwards, all over the country, the engineering has become a separate universities, medical science has become a separate, agriculture has become a separate, all general courses has become a separate university. Where is the multidisciplinary, interdisciplinary approach, sir? When the agriculture department is there, you should have an engineering department also, bioscience department also. Then only we can interact with them and we can produce some good product for the people of this country. And in the recent NEP, they have spoke more about multidisciplinary approach, and we should bring back the olden tradition, what I feel. And this conference really is going to give a roadmap for this country. And Director Sir has expressed many research scholars and many scientists. They have presented a very good paper. And my dear research scholars, now in India, 2016 onwards, we have a very good ecosystem for startups. And Sir has shown us what is the products what they have developed for the farmers. And definitely, my dear research scholars, and now we have a very good ecosystem. They have earmarked crores of 20 crores of rupees only for seed money for the startups. And from 2016 onwards, more than 2 lakhs startups already registered in India, and more than 30% of the startups from Bangalore. And I think nearly 150, those are the unicorn companies. And we have a very good potential. And now the ecosystem is very good. And you can get into the startup venture. Thereby, we can contribute to this Vikasit Bharat. I thank our director, Dr. S. Senthil Vinayagam, sir, for inviting me to speak a few words in front of all of you. Thank you, Ananda.
Thank you, sir, for reiterating the importance of food safety standards and research in our country, and also for assuring some additional land to our institute. Shri Kurma Rao M, IAS, Chief Executive Officer and Secretary, Coffee Board, a distinguished Indian Administrative Service officer with an extensive experience in public administration and institutional leadership. Shri Kurma Rao is committed to advancing sustainable growth and global competitiveness in the Indian coffee sector. Under his leadership, the Coffee Board continues to promote productivity, quality enhancement, exports, innovation, and the welfare of coffee growers across the country. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Shri Kurma Rao M for his address.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. respected Murugan sir, Deputy Chairperson, Tea Board of India, who traveled all the way from Kolkata to Delhi, Delhi to Bengaluru. Now from Bengaluru to Cochin he is going. I think because of this conference, he is traveling entire length and breadth of India, I think. Respected Vice Chancellor, Bangalore University, the landowner and the base, who gave the base, Dr. Jaikar Shetty. Respected Professor Dhankumar, former director IIPM, who built the institute over the years. Respected director IIPM, Dr. Sendil, who organized this conference in an excellent manner, I think. Professor John Manoraj, who led this institute before Dr. Senthil took over this institute, and our director, Dr. Senthil, and all the faculty, staff, scientists, and present here from IIPM, and all the delegates, and all the partner institutes, and all the important personalities present here. A very good evening to all. Yeah. I'm very happy to participate in this international conference. In fact, you all know Coffee Board headquarters is in Bengaluru. So I thought I'll be part of this conference over 2 days. I'm supposed to be part of in the inaugural program as well. But unfortunately, somehow yesterday there was a meeting in Delhi, so that is how I have to miss. But I told that Senthil, somehow I'll come anyhow for the second day. I think yesterday Dr. Murugan sir and myself, we are there in Delhi, so that is how we missed the inaugural session. It's always pleasure coming to IIPM. I think this is the second time I participated in the same hall. For some other session also I was here. Because of the kind of, I think Dhankumar is mentioning, Professor Dhankumar is mentioning, how Coffee Board can help and partnership with IIPM. So we are already having much of the collaborations and partnerships actually. In fact, some of our induction training programs, refresher training programs were well supported by IIPM. We thank IIPM for that very much. And they all appreciate, all our kind of trainees and our employees, they appreciate for that. And of course, the kind of study they have conducted, independent evaluation of our important scheme, Integrated Coffee Development Program project. So that is also done by IIPM. In future also, we would like to have much of the collaborations, especially I think we had a very good discussion also in our Coffee Board as well. I think that Senthil came to Coffee Board also. And especially for kind of standardizing some of our capacity building programs and some kind of sessions and all, no? We thought we will have some kind of collaboration with the institute. So we will look forward in future as well. First of all, I would like to congratulate Dr. Senthil and the whole team, IIPM and all the partners for conducting this excellent international conference in a very kind of grand manner, I can say. As we are entering, that time one session is going on. I can see, I think, somebody is saying only 10 seconds. Almost 10 people are standing to question kind of thing. So such is the kind of interest the sessions have generated, I think. It's really good to see such kind of interest, especially very good conference, I think we have conducted here 2 days. Especially the kind of topics you have taken up, I think innovations and sustainability, very important topics, I think. Especially innovations, I think Dr. Dhankumar also mentioning, no? And even Jaikar Shetty also mentioning about the kind of startups. We are happy to say that, in Coffee Board, we have created a very good startup ecosystem. So we have created an incubation center wherein about 68 startups, they already kind of dealing with us. 44 of them already kind of graduated. About 24 are in the process of graduating actually. I'm happy to mention some of the technologies they are developed. You mentioned about, I think Dhankumar mentioned about quality. Nowadays, how to use this AI and technologies to establish the quality parameters also. You give the coffee fruit or you give the coffee kind of berry or something like that. You will be able to establish the quality parameters using AI. Some of the startups, they are establishing such kind of technologies. So the entire parameters they'll be able to generate. And some of the startups know they are working on how to create wealth from the waste or how to add value to the kind of waste. In fact, during our CCRI centenary celebration, one of the startups demonstrated how to get the kind of fuel from coffee waste. We drink coffee and some of the extract will come and remaining waste will be there. From that waste, can generate fuel also. Such kind of startups are working actually. It's really encouraging to see such kind of innovations happening in coffee sector. And of course, another topic, sustainability. It's a very important topic. In fact, when we are sitting here, you are seeing the video of coffee kind of thing. What is so unique about Indian coffee? So we are so special compared to many other countries. The way coffee is grown in India, it's a two-tier shade grown system. We are very proud of saying that. In fact, all our coffees are 100% shade grown coffees. That is very pride for us actually. So what is the advantage of shade grown thing? So as you have seen, it's a kind of biodiversity rich. It's a kind of crop diversification is there. It's a multi-crop system. So along with coffee, we grow various spices, pepper, various fruit varieties like banana, jackfruit, many fruit varieties. So that is our strength actually. So it's ecologically sustainable model, we'll say, compared to many other countries. So that is why what we thought, how to enrich or how to kind of take the benefit of such kind of ecosystem we are growing coffee. So what we have done is, first time, we have developed Indian coffee sustainable standards, Indian coffee sustainability standards, which takes advantage of our own coffee growing conditions. So we are happy to mention that we have released already the standards. We are in the process of implementation of those standards actually. So like this, I think many of the technologies are being taken up. In this August forum, I would like to mention three important topics which you also, I think, can partner, can help us and collaborate us, because many scientists, many institutes are there, which we are working in, especially in technology and innovation domain. In the ground floor, I think you have seen one kind of filter there. I think I'm just explaining to Dr. Jaikar also. That is a coffee filter for our Indian coffee kind of thing. You're all aware of Indian filter coffee, right? What is so speciality of our Indian coffee? It's our heritage, it's our tradition, it's our identity actually. Indian filter coffee is one of the best in the world. But we have to have a kind of specific machinery which standardizes filter coffee making kind of thing. For that, we are collaborating with different universities, different technology partners, even IITs, IIMs. We have sent the kind of our concept note also. We are partnering. I request many of the players here, if you are all anybody interested, most welcome to partner with us in developing a very good indigenous, the Atmanirbhar Bharat, so Atmanirbhar Bharat. So to develop an indigenous, very cost-effective, standardized Indian filter coffee machine. That is one thing we are taking up. Similarly, the second thing, I think Nanakumar mentioned about harvesting as well. Harvesting, So Indian coffee, we harvest, hand picking is the one, we pluck the cherries. But most important is, it's a labor intensive, of course. Our chairman sir keeps telling, what is the kind of amount involved in this harvesting is about 1800 crore is the kind of overall amount we involve in this kind of harvesting because of the labor intensive thing. So can we develop a very kind of, mechanized kind of harvesting machine which ensures the quality at the same time in a cost effective manner? So that is also we are working with different universities. We are already partnership with IIT, Roorkee, and even ICR Institute also we are partnering with that. So again, many scientists and eminent personalities here, we request if anybody having any interest to take up this kind of subject also, you are most welcome. So like this, I think this kind of forum, this kind of international conferences will open up such kind of ideas, such kind of discussions, deliberations, to have a long-term vision, a roadmap for that, to have how to develop these kind of technologies. So I thank once again, for giving me the opportunity for coming here once again here in this institute, prestigious institute, beautiful institute, I can say. I once again congratulate Dr. Senthil, the whole IIPM team, and of course, the partners who supported and collaborated with this. Thank you, Vananda. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for throwing light on the recent progress in the coffee sector and also calling for more collaboration in the future to take it further. Shri C. Murugan, IAS Deputy Chairperson, a senior Indian Administrative Office Service Officer of this 2007 West Bengal cadre. Shri Murugan brings rich experience in public administration, industrial development, and governance. In his current role, he is spearheading initiatives to promote, regulate, and strengthen India's tea industry, enhancing its sustainability, quality, and global competitiveness. Sir, I warmly welcome you to deliver your address.
So, good evening to all of you. My service colleague, Mr. Kurma Rao, and Professor S. John Manoraj, IIPM, Sri Professor V.G. Dhanakumar, former director IIPM. I came to know that he is also from my native place. And Professor Dr. Jayakara Shetty, Mr. Vice Chancellor, Bangalore University. And most important person is Dr. S. Senthil Vinayagam, for whom he pestered me for the past few days to attend this event. So I'm here because of him. Okay. So before I start my speech, I want to tell the Vice Chancellor Bangalore University that in his speech, he told that in India only 0.7% of the GDP is being utilized for the research and development. That is true. Sadly, that is true. But Tea Board, we support 3 research institutes. Tea Board is the only commodity board. Actually, in fact, Kurma Rao has his own coffee research institute. But Tea Board, we also have Darjeeling Tea Research Institute in Karsiang. But apart from that, we also support 2 more research institute. That is very prestigious institutes. That is Toklai Tea Research Station. That is the Asia's oldest tea research institute. And UPASI, the United Planter Association of South India. So we support both the research institutes. 50% of the total funding is routed through Tea Board. So we did our part for research in tea. And I have a uniqueness to stand before you, because I myself is a postgraduate in agriculture. I did my BSc Agriculture from Tamil Nadu Agriculture University and post-graduation from Kerala Agriculture University. Again, my specialization is on plantation and spices. I did I did molecular characterization of black pepper using RPD technique. So I have this uniqueness. It entails me to speak on this topic. And it is very difficult to face the academician. That is generally, it is very difficult to face the academician than the administrators. And but I am also an agriculture postgraduate, so I know the kind of research we do in agriculture universities and different research stations. So don't take it otherwise, because I also completed my research. I also presented papers, 2-3 papers I presented before entering into the service. So I know how the agriculture research are conducted or happening in different research stations. So we need to be a bit serious. That is the main reason, because in India, normally we Indians we want to groom our children to be a IAS officer or IPS officer. If your children wants to become a sportsman, no parents will encourage them. No parents will encourage them. This is similar situation like, in administration. I'm talking out of my experience. In administration, what we are the policy maker, we want to make the policy that will directly impact the poor people. And most of the policies nowadays are subsidy oriented. We will disperse the subsidy that will satisfy the farmers or the common people. In that though, we give least priority to the research. So now this is the time. Before start of this session, I asked Mr. Senthil Vinayagam what is 5.0. Then he told me using the technology in agriculture to improve the productivity and the agricultural production. So these I have been listening since my BSc Agriculture days. So you know that RSI, there's rice intensifying system and precision farming. So whenever the people, the research people, whenever they approach T-board and they want to demonstrate their technology and they want to dedicate some time, they want to take some of my time, I used to say, don't say jargons like precision farming, TOI, or AI technology, drone-based this thing. I don't want to listen. Then you please come to the point what you have developed, what it is, how it is going to help the farmers. So now that we need to give much more importance to the research, and there is a responsibility on the researchers also to take the research seriously. I know, I know how I completed my research. Okay, so I want to tell you a small incident. One of my classmates, he is now a professor in Tamil Nadu Agricultural University. He was I studied in the horticulture has four different departments, no, that is pomology, olericulture, floriculture, and plantation and spices, food processing. One of my classmates, he studied olericulture. His research was to compare the outside environment effect and the greenhouse effect on tomato. So he grown. His field was in a place where the greenhouse. He planted a tomato plant adjacent to a greenhouse in the open environment, and he also planted tomato plants in the greenhouse. Surprisingly, the plant planted in the open field, no, it gave more fruits. But though, but his research guide told him, "Arey yaar, it should be otherwise." So what is the problem? Then, though his research guide told, in that case, no, you have to repeat your research. I'm not going to. I'm not going to recommend your thesis. Then what he did, even I was also part of that conspiracy. What we did, we cut some branches that tomato bunch. We cut from the other plants, and we stitched that fruits in that plant which is which was grown inside the greenhouse. So this type of research we used to do in agriculture. Being an agriculture postgraduate, I don't have any hesitation to say this type of research is happening. Researches are happening in India, so we need to take research more seriously. And out of my experience, I want to flag few important issues. So now plantation sector, no, what the Vice Chancellor told, earlier Indian agriculture used to contribute more than 54% of the GDP, national GDP. Now, right now, we agriculture contribute only 18% of the GDP. Out of that 18%, plantation sector is contributing only 2 to 3%. So 2 to 3% also. Now Kurma is leading. What the former IIPM director told, no, T-board, once upon a time, T-board was the richest board. Now the T-board is not the richest board. Kurma is the richest person now. Because Kurma is earning lot of foreign revenue than tea. But if you compare the domestic market, nobody can touch tea. But though right now Kurma is earning more foreign exchange for Indian government, and Kurma is more important. And so most of the plantation crops, no, most of the plantation crops are labor intensive. Labor intensive nowadays. What I'm talking about, I'm talking out of my practical experiences. Most of the plantation crops are labor oriented. So now it is very difficult to find a labor because the young generation, no, they are not interested to take up this profession. Obviously, they are getting better remuneration in other field. Moreover, we also encourage the tea garden workers wards to take up the other activities, not like tea garden workers. They should not go to the tea garden work, which earn them only 250 rupees in West Bengal, and I think 400, 500 rupees in the other parts of the country. So because of the severe shortage of labor, so now the plucking cycle, if you want to get the good quality leaf, you should pluck the leaf once in 7 days or 7 to 10 days time. But because of the shortage of labor, that nobody is maintaining the plucking cycle. So resulting which they are plucking the coarse leaf. In turn that we are producing the poor quality leaf. So now I would like to request the industry leaders, those who are here, to develop some type of technology, AI-based technology to plug the fine quality leaf, and AI-based technology to prune the bushes. So this is required now, because in Assam and the northeastern state, major tea producing state, this is the main problem we are facing. Now they are desperately asking the tea board to develop the technology. You know, tea board and other commodity boards, we are the policy implementers. We are not the researchers, we are not the developers. So this is my request to all of them. And next one is this climate change and weather extremes. Because of this climate change, now the Indian tea productivity, I'm talking about tea because I'm heading the tea board. I told you, I have uniqueness. I have one more uniqueness. When I was posted as secretary Darjeeling Gurkha Council in 2017, there was an agitation demanding separate Gurkha land. And immediately government transferred me. That day evening, government transferred me as a Gurkha Land Territorial Administration Secretary. So I was there for more than 2 years. So that time what happened, Darjeeling means there are two hills, Darjeeling Hills and Kalimpong Hills. So Darjeeling Hill is dominated by tea cultivation. So that time I thought I want to create a competition to tea. So I selected 400 hectares of land in Kalimpong Hills. That earlier the Kalimpong was known for the Kalimpong oranges because of that citrus dieback disease. So most of the gardens were ruined by the disease, and the farmers, they slowly migrated to the large cardamom cultivation. Then I had a meeting with the farmers. Then I contacted Coffee Board that time. Then I invited the Coffee Board scientists, and they also came and they did the field survey. They said this climate is suitable for coffee cultivation. And we imported in the sense we transported coffee seedlings from Chikmagalur to Kalimpong. So just imagine, I want to create a competition to tea. Now I am heading the tea board, and the Darjeeling tea is facing severe problem, and Kalimpong coffee is coming up. This is one of the uniqueness I have. So I planted coffee in 400 hectares, and now the farmers are growing coffee in more than 2,000 hectares. So last few months, 3-4 months back, the farmers from Kalimpong, they came to my office. They when in 2018-19 we planted coffee. All the coffee plants are in bearing stage. They brought some roasted beans, and they also served the coffee. They came to tea board and they served the coffee. I posted in my I posted in my Facebook. Then immediately I called Kurma Rao. I told Kurma Rao, Kurma, I am popularizing coffee in my area. So climate change and weather extremes. Because of this climate change, now though Indian tea productivity is one of the highest in the world. In fact, it is the highest in the world. But in tea, there are two different segments. One is the organized, that is big tea estate. Another one is the small tea growers. The large tea estate, no, the productivity is going down. If in fact on an average the Indian tea productivity is 2,300 kg per hectare, but in Darjeeling that is 353 kg only, Darjeeling. So this is because of the climatic change. So we need to develop AI-based, sensor-based irrigation techniques, like not like sprinkler and drip irrigation. That is, sprinkler and drip is the old irrigation. Now we should think something different, how to mitigate these climatic changes. So this is another issue the plantation sectors are facing. Then aging plantations and low productivity. Already I told in most of the places, no, Darjeeling is a premium tea. It fetches, even in European market, it fetches 80,000 to 1 lakh rupees also, Darjeeling tea. It's a premium tea. But the productivity is going down. There are some reason. One of the reason is most of the tea bushes are more than 80 years old. So now the people are not ready to replant because there are two issues. One is they have an impression that if they replant that bushes, these bushes were planted long back. So it has the musky flavor. Darjeeling tea is known for its musky flavor. But there is apprehension among the large tea garden owners that if they replant their bushes, that musky flavor may go. So that's why they are not ready to replant. Moreover, for replanting also, they need lot of money, lot of investment. So recently we introduced one scheme for the replanting and rejuvenation pruning. So Tea Board is going to support them to the tune of 25% of the total cost. So I think hopefully in another, if they plant, they have to wait for another 5 years to get the bushes into bearing. So this will increase the productivity of the Darjeeling tea. So the technology can the research stations, research institutes, they should identify or develop a high yielding clone, that is pest and disease resistant varieties. We need to develop. That is also then if you develop pest and disease resistant variety, it needs a separate package of practice that needs to be standardized. So I request the scientists available, the present here, to work on that. If you need any type of help, the Tea Board is ready to help you, because the productivity decline is one of the major reason in tea. Now we want to arrest that decline. So if anybody want to work with the Tea Board, we are ready to help you. The another one is the next problem is price volatility. Price volatility. Now, though, most of the European countries or most of the importing countries are expecting high quality teas, for that matter, high quality products. So I think someone told that Indian mangoes were rejected by Nepal. So I was the reason for that, because I rejected Nepal tea. So I rejected Nepal tea. We imposed restriction on the import of Nepal tea because of the high residues level. So as a tit for tat, they stopped for some time. But now the issue is settled now. So price volatility, how we can intervene. So we need to improve the quality. We need to improve the quality of the products. See, most of the tea growers are the small tea growers. They don't know they don't know anything about the good agricultural practices. So resulting which what they are doing, they are using the banned chemicals, or they are using the chemical in high dosages. That is not at all acceptable in European market or other importing markets. So we need to sensitize. We need to sensitize small tea growers. there are a lot of, we are in the process of developing one software, that is CHASAC software, through which we want to disseminate the good agricultural practices. If the industry has some other better solution, then you can approach me. We'll definitely work together. So we want to educate the farmer to produce good quality tea. Then other problem is competition from other producing countries. Tea is facing problem from Sri Lanka, Kenya, and Indonesian countries, because all these countries know throughout the year production is possible, because all these countries are located next to equator, and pest and disease incidence is also very less compared to India, whereas our major tea producing region is located in northern part of the country, and pest and disease incidents are very more, and we need to spray. We need to spray. What Vice Chancellor told, no, that during his childhood days, he used to see a lot of honeybees. Likewise, no, when you spray chemicals, it kills the predators. It kills the natural predators. Now, the most of the tea garden owners are saying that, sir, earlier when but most of the tea garden owners are the first, second generation or third generation owners. So they used to say, sir, when we were very young, then there were a lot of ladybird bugs, and all these bugs are not here now because of the usage of chemicals. So now we need to go for biopesticide or any type of sustainable pest control methods. So that is another competition from other producing countries. So now we'll have to tackle, if you want to compete with the other company. Now it is a global market. Now anybody can export everything to everywhere. So even I can't stop the Nepal tea. Cheap Nepal tea coming into India, and they branded the Nepal tea as a Darjeeling tea, and they are selling it in a premium price. So now if you want to compete with the competitors, then you will have to concentrate more on the quality. If your product is not qualified to be marketed in the international market, then you will have to suffer. But tea, there is a advantage of tea, because we have a huge base of, we are the predominantly tea consuming country. So whatever poor quality tea we produce, our Indian consumers know, we are heavily depending on Indian consumers. And whenever I discussed with this stakeholder, I used to say, when you are exporting tea to other countries, you are maintaining the quality. The other countries are expecting strict quality parameters, so you are maintaining that quality. But why are you not maintaining the similar type of quality standard for Indian population? That means you are slowly poisoning Indian population. So that awareness we are creating. If you want to compete with other countries, then you will have to improve your quality. Then small holder challenges, small tea growers, already I told, small tea growers, for that matter, small coffee growers also, their holdings are very small, so farm mechanization is not possible, and moreover, these plantation crops are grown in the hilly region. The terrain is also not suitable for mechanization, any type of mechanization. So I request the researchers present here, if you come up with any kind of technology that is suitable for this undulating topography, or where the plantation crops are predominantly grown, so we are also ready to partner with that. So I have also prepared my presentation through ChatGPT only. The ChatGPT gave me more than 15 points. If I keep on speak on every point, it may take a lot of time, but I'll restrict my speech. What I want to say, there are many serious issues. There are many serious issues, and only solution is, this is a competitive world. If you want to compete with others, then you have to qualify yourself. You have to qualify yourself. You have to improve your quality of products. Then only you can survive. Otherwise, nobody can protect you. Even the commodity boards can't protect you. And I'm in tea board now, though we have taken a few initiatives. What Kurma Rao, actually I was not, I didn't thought of mentioning all this. Since Kurma Rao told he developed some, I think he took some initiative. It forces me to say, I have also taken this initiative. Okay. So T board, now we developed one T mark in line with AGMARK, T mark, that is, that will ensure the quality of the tea. So the small tea grower, this is only meant for the small tea growers. So tea growers in the sense, not only tea growers, the tea producers. Tea producers, they will have to apply to the tea board. The tea board will test their tea for the FSSAI parameters. If the tea passes, then we'll give the tea mark certification. If any tea is marked with the tea mark certification, that means that 59 parameters are tested by the tea board, and that tea is fit for the consumption. The tea mark we are launching, and this tea mark, no, we have also developed one e-commerce portal. So this e-commerce portal is free for all the small tea growers. Those who have obtained this tea mark certification, they are free to market their product directly to the consumer. See, how many of you know Mizoram produces good quality, one of the finest quality tea in India. Even I didn't know before I joined in tea board. So Mizoram produces finest quality, Nagaland produces finest quality tea. By default, they are growing tea in organic way. So now I want to connect these small tea growers with the mainland consumers. So our e-commerce platform, normally the Amazon or Flipkart, no, they used to charge more than 35 to 36% as commission. But now our e-commerce portal is free of cost. So whoever obtained the T mark certification from T board, they are free to market their product through our e-market portal that we are going to launch. Then another, I have we collaborated with this IIPM, because IIPM used to evaluate our tea development and promotion scheme. And recently, already we launched these tea tasting courses, tea tasting and tea sommelier courses in our Darjeeling Tea Research Station. So for the preparation of this curriculum, we took the help of IIPM. Thank you, sir, for that. And so now, Tea Board is also included one sub-scheme called Pink and Brown Tea Boutique. Pink and Brown Tea Boutique. This is to encourage the entrepreneurs, first-time entrepreneurs to enter into the tea business, tea boutique business. So we included this scheme in the EFC proposal. I think we'll get the approval in 1 or 2 months. Then after that, we'll issue the notification for Pink and Brown tea boutiques. This is to popularize the tea as a wellness drink, and to increase the visibility of the tea board, to make the good quality tea available to the common consumers, to take the tea tasting to the next level. So now that is also one of the initiative of the tea board. So with this few words, I would like to conclude my speech. Before that, I want to thank Senthil ji for inviting me for this validatory function. As Kurmarao told, yesterday itself we want to come for the inauguration, but because of that Board of Trade meeting, we were all requested by the ministry to be there. So thank you, Senthil ji, for inviting me. And we are ready to work work not only with IIPM, but also with anyone who has that innovative idea. So I'm ready to work with you. You can always approach me. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for throwing light on current status of agriculture research and Indian tea sector. Especially your personal anecdotes kept your address practical and engaging. One of the highlights of every academic conference is the recognition of excellence in research and innovation. It is now time for awards distribution ceremony. So now I invite Dr. Shilpa K to conduct this award distribution ceremony.
A very good evening to all the members present here. So directly we will move on to the tracks. I am sure like most of the participants are eagerly waiting to know who have got the first and the second award for each of the tracks. So the first track on sustainability in agribusiness and plantation. The first prize goes to Mr. Avinash. And now I request Murugan sir to hand over the certificates. Yes, sir. Best paper. The track number 1. In the same track, sustainability in agribusiness and plantation, the second best paper award goes to Kavya D. Yeah. Murugan sir, please. Yes. I request Murugan sir to hand over the certificate. Next, track number 2, innovation in agribusiness value chain. The first best paper award goes to Dr. Sangappa. Second award goes to Sajesh VK. Yes. After this, I will call. Yeah, may I now request Kurmarao sir to please hand over the certificates. The integrated track, the best paper award goes to Vijay Avinash Lingam. Purnima Devi. Purnima Devi. Track number 3. Shamina Begum is here. She is on behalf of. Shamina Begum. Yes, sir. May I request Professor Dhanakumar sir to hand over the certificates? Shamina Begum, Best Paper Award, first prize. Preetham Ganguly, second prize. Yes, sir. May I request Jekara Shetty sir to hand over the awards later? Next, L. Murali Krishnan. L. Murali Krishnan. Jagadishwaran. Jagadishwaran, second prize. Dr. Sharath is there? Dr. Sharath.
From North, somebody is here, no? Who has come from North?
Dr. Sharath?
Please come.
Okay.
You take that Murali Krishnan. North, please from North. Please collect it and from this.
Online. Okay. Yep. M.R. Manikandan. In one last time. So there is a special appreciation to be offered to Mr. Arivaraja T from Mappe IT Solutions Private Limited. May I request him to be here?
He is applying TAs in the plantation sector, identifying the crop intensity, crop visualization. The last 2 days his presentation was extremely special recognition.
So may I request Jekara Shetty sir to hand over the certificate?
So he has done a lot of application. Chennai he has created his own. Thanks, Rajesh, for coming. He has taken both the days, the difficulty he has faced he could not get, we lifted him. He said, I will attend both the day. Even before coming, I said, sir, you said somebody can, no, I will come and do the presentation. We are confident we must do it.
Thank you and congratulations to all the Best Paper Award winners. Thank you, the dignitaries.
Thank you, Dr. K. Shilpa. As a token of our appreciation, we would now like to felicitate our distinguished dignitaries and valued sponsors. May I respectfully invite Dr. S. Senthil Vinayagam, Director, IIPMB, to kindly felicitate Shri C. Murugan, IAS, Deputy Chairperson, Tea Board of India. Shri Kurma Rao M, IAS, Chief Executive Officer and Secretary, Coffee Board of India. Professor Jaikara Shetty M, Vice Chancellor, Bangalore University. Professor V.G. Dhanakumar, former Director, IIPMB. The success of a conference of this magnitude is made possible through the generous support and partnership of organizations that share our vision of advancing innovation, sustainability, and excellence in agribusiness and plantation sectors. On behalf of Indian Institute of Plantation Management, we take this opportunity to express our heartfelt gratitude to our valued sponsors who are present today, for their generous support and contribution towards successful organization of this conference. May I now invite Dr. S. Senthil Vinayagam sir to kindly felicitate our esteemed sponsors. Shri C. Murugan, IAS Deputy Chairperson, Tea Board India.
You got golden sponsorship, sir. Thank you.
Shri Kurma Rao M, IAS, Chief Executive Officer and Secretary, Coffee Board of India.
Sir wants Senthil also should come. He's director. He is very well connected. Thank you, sir. They are also golden sponsorship to us. Thank you.
He is very instrumental in
He also he got some sponsor.
We thank wholeheartedly for this contribution. As we approach the conclusion of this conference, it is now my privilege to invite Dr. S. Senthil Vinayagam, Director, IIPMB, Bengaluru, to deliver the presidential address.
So very good evening. As I informed everybody that please restrict the time, so I don't want to take much time. And but it's my respect I should extend to the honorable the guest of four guest of honors are with us. Professor Dr. V.G. Dhanakumar sir, former director IIPMB, Dr. Jayagara Shetty, our honorable Vice Chancellor of Bangalore University, Sri Kurmarao sir, IAS Secretary Coffee Board of India, and Sri Murugan IAS Deputy Chairman Tea Board of India. So I'm just quickly I will tell that We had an institutional owner, our Bangalore University, and institutional builders, tea board, coffee board, rubber board, spices board. Yesterday, two builders came. Today, we have another two builders are with us. And the institute which has been brought to this shape, it is by, there are three former directors and plus our Dr. John also, the first founder director, Dr. Subhash Sharma-ji. Second founder director was Dr. Vijay Danakumar. Third was Mr. Rakesh Kumar Joshi. And the fourth, our Dr. John also was an additional charge. These all have created this institute. Today, I am the caretaker of these institutes. So simply, I will tell that in a small form. Our Danakumar sir has expressed what difficulties of land which has been already placed in syndicate when last week, few days back when I approached Bangalore University Vice Chancellor for having an additional land because now the flyover is going to come. So we need some expansion, a lot of requirement. Sir has immediately accepted. He said, definitely it will be done. Thank you for, sir. You are taken to the Bangalore University. Similarly, sir, whether all the commodity boards, we are having support, whether tea having money more or coffee more, we are ready to take money from everybody because we want tea and coffee both. Okay. Morning we take tea, evening we'll take coffee. So both are required and along with the spices and turmeric and we are getting support and these programs are coming to this program. This is the overall, if I say in a concluding way, it is an academic, industry and a policy conference. We got a lot of learning from academia in the form of research papers, which is required for an industry to take up as in a requirement. And once our industry accepts, our industry is ready to make it, and it has come to you, sir, at the policy level, and you are here to take up. So I am sure the entire program was well organized. I spoke every day, every time I spoke, that's why I restrict my time. And your presence, your all four officers who are here in the presence, definitely is having a great significance. Even yesterday also the presence of the Honorable Minister of State for MSME, it's begun a big success to us. It's a very significant achievement. Today all the newspaper, I think 8 newspaper and yesterday there was a 2 minutes in our Doordarshan news, it was telecasted stating that about repeatedly it was coming about what IIPM is doing it. I think this is an institutional start, sir. Danakumar sir, you have given this responsibility to us as a caretaker. Definitely with the help of all the boards and all the institutions, we will take up to the next level. And this institute, yesterday I got a message from our earlier chairman, our Satyasri sir, that please take next level to the international level of your level to the IIPM. So that is the blessings we are getting from our honorable earlier secretary. So thank you, sir, for all your presence, and thanks to all for your presence. Here, vote of thanks. My colleague will make it. There are many officers who came from the different parts of the country, many scientists, many students, and the research scholars, and many institution directors. All of them made it because thank this ICR, 3 ICR wonderful institution has given a wonderful support to us besides our own, all the commodity boards. Thank you. We will see that the next program, next conference in a still bigger way in the same institute at the earliest. Thank you. So nice.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring concluding remarks and for your visionary leadership in making this international conference a resounding success. Now I request Shri Murugan, sir, to felicitate Dr. S. Senthil Kumar, sir, for patron of this conference for his unwavering support.
It's for IIPM family. I have received from this is me from the board. I am receiving it for IIPM family. Okay? Then I will accept.
Now I request Shri Kurma Rao, sir, to felicitate Professor John Manoraj for sowing the seeds of this conference in the initial stages.
Actually, in his time only he designed this program.
Now I request Professor Jaikara Shetty to felicitate Dr. Shreya Pal, who has conceptualized and has been instrumental in conducting this conference. Now I request VG Tanakumar sir to felicitate Dr. Parvati Jayaprakash for tirelessly working in organizing this conference. Vote of thanks. Vote. I now invite Dr. Parvati Jayaprakash, Assistant Professor, IIPMB, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Dr. Lavanya. Thanks is a very short word, but has a heavy meaning attached to it and a heavy emotion rather. I'm told to keep it short. Though my words are very brief, but I carry immense amount of sincere appreciation to and a heartfelt appreciation to all of whom I'm being told to thank and whom we really thank from the deepest and the bottom of our heart. So it's my privilege and an honor to propose the vote of thanks at this international conference. At the outset, I express our heartfelt gratitude to our esteemed dignitaries who have graced both our inaugural and the valedictory function. It starts from Sushri Shobha Karandlaje ma'am, the Honorable Minister of State for MSME and Labor and Employment, Government of India. Shri C. Murugan sir, IAS Deputy Chairman, Tea Board of India. Shri Manivannan sir, IAS Secretary, Spice Board of India. Shri Kurma Rao sir, IAS CEO Secretary, Coffee Board of India. Srimati N. Bhavani Shri, IAS Secretary, National Turmeric Board. Followed by Professor Jaikara M. Shetty, VC, Bangalore University. Professor VG Danakumar, our very founder, former director of IIPMB. And the directors of CPCRI and IHR, Dr. K. Balachandra Hebba sir and Dr. Tushar Kanti Behra sir. And also I would like to thank Sendil Vinayagam sir, because without him, nothing of this would have been possible. So thank you, sir. I would also like to extend my appreciation to our co-patrons, Professor S. John Manoraj sir, Dr. K. Balachandra Hebba sir, Dr. Tushar Kanti Behra sir, Dr. R. Dinesh sir, the director of ICAR, Indian Institute of Spices Research, Kozhikode. Because of some prior commitments, he couldn't be here today. I would also want to thank my conference co-conveners, Dr. K. Ponnuswamy sir, CPCRI, Dr. R. Sendil Kumar sir, Head Division of Social Sciences, ICAR, IHR, Dr. Srinivas V sir from the Indian Institute of Spice Research. I think there was a lot of efforts put from all of them to actually make this instrumental, and thank you so much for your dedication and hard work. A special word of appreciation to all our keynote speakers, panelists, session chairs, co-chairs, rapporteurs, moderators, technical experts. From yesterday, we have been told that this was a comprehensive group of people where we had touched every stakeholder. So I think that was our initial idea, and I think there was some justice done in this 2 days. So thank you so much for making it here. I also would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude towards our international participants. So we had quite a number of speakers who were actually spent out time, and in spite of their orders, they waited for giving us their bit of research ideas that were shared. So thank you so much, Suresh Babu sir from IFPRI, Bipul Vishwas sir from the Fort Valley State University, Georgia, Kanagula sir from Sri Lanka, and Menti Reddy sir from the Alabama University. I would like to thank every author, presenter, delegate, scientist, academician, researcher. The list is on and on. But thank you. If it was not for you and your enthusiastic participation, none of this would have been possible. So thank you so much for your meaningful contributions and your engagement to make this conference a truly global platform for learning, networking, and collaboration. We also have to acknowledge none of this would have happened without our sponsors. money flows in, the value increases and the quality of the conference increase. So just to list, the Spices Board of India shared close to 5 lakhs to us. Turmeric Board, 5 lakhs again. Tea Board, 5 lakhs again. Coffee Board, 3. Nabad, 2. Rubber Board, 1. Punjab National Bank, 1. Kalachandra, ELK Hills Estate, Harrison's Malayalam supported us with 50,000 rupees each. I should also thank the media partners for helping us disseminate all these objectives and outcomes of the conference to a wider audience. A special note of gratitude goes to all my colleagues, faculty members, my staff of Indian Institute of Plantation Management, Bangalore, because without them, I have seen them struggling and spending nights with us, planning and getting this done. I'm just a face, but they were all behind me. So thank you so much. All my faculty members, all the staff, thank you so much. A heartfelt appreciation goes to the conference organizing team, the review committee team held by Shreya. Shreya needs to be applauded for the amount of work she has done through that book of abstracts that you see. Meticulous work. Man, she's a disciplinarian and she can get everything out of a person. So the amount of effort that she has put, tireless set of efforts. Congratulations, Shreya. I think your brainchild has got its light today. So thank you there, Shreya, for being this convener of this international conference of Agri-Tech and Plantation 5.0. I also extend my appreciation to the audio-visual team out there. Things kept changing. Ma'am supported everything. The IT supports team. Cannot say anything without them. The stage team, the stage management team, the finance committee team, food and transportation. How can it not go? Every conference, accommodation and food goes hand in hand. Transportation is important. So thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, everybody in the team, to put in a great amount of effort across. How can I forget the housekeeping, security personals, our volunteers? Certain students just came back right from their internship organizations, direct to the campus, saying that they wanted to support us for the conference. So thank you guys out there. So finally, I would like to extend my sincere gratitude to every participant who has traveled from different parts of India to be with us. Your presence, your active participation, and your valuable interactions have truly encouraged this or enriched this conference. So thank you so much. As we conclude this conference, let us carry forward the ideas, collaborations, and partnerships, and continue to work towards for building a resilient, innovative, and sustainable future, as what our dignitaries have informed us today. So with these words, on behalf of Indian Institute of Plantation Management, Bangalore, I express my heartfelt gratitude to everyone who has contributed to the success of this international conference. Thank you for your gracious presence. Your support was invaluable, and thank you for your enthusiastic participation. Wishing you all a very safe journey back home, and looking forward to welcoming you very soon back to this campus. So thank you so much, and over to you, Lavanya. Thank you.
So as we conclude this international conference, I request everyone to kindly rise for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Thank you, everyone. Before we conclude, may I cordially invite all of you to join us for IT, where we can continue our conversation and networking in an informal setting. IT is arranged and stays up. Okay. So I request all of you to stay back for a group photo for brief moment. We'll have a group photo.